So Blue Lagoon, I'm going to talk about mainly our flagship project, which is the Dome Mountain mine, which is near Smithers. We kind of got lucky, to be honest with you, with this one. About a year ago, we acquired it, and I say lucky because my predecessors spent $28 million on this property over the last dozen years, all on development, infrastructure, and permitting. And unfortunately, they ran out of time because they were just literally at the 1 yard line. They're 83 years old and not in the best of health, and along I came. They only needed a couple more $1 million to finish the last 3 amendments that are required in order to get it into production, which are not onerous. So a $2 million budget. The underground bolting is about a $500,000. We've already completed that. The water treatment facility is about a $400,000 project. As we speak, the team is there currently finishing that water treatment plant, and that'll be done in about 2 weeks, and we can fire that up. And the mine reclamation plans, which ERM is nearly halfway done, and we expect to have those finished by the end of April. So we have a very a unique story in that we truly are near production. All the met work has been done. We have a long-term milling agreement with Nicola Mining, which processed 6,600 tons of material in 2016 and refined their process to get 95% recovery of the gold and 90% of the silver. So it truly is a turnkey, for me, and we fully expect to be in a decision by late summer, early fall to make a decision on production. So that's but the interesting, by the way, it's not a big mine. I mean, it's 75,000 tons a year, but that's what excites me because it'll cash flow nicely even at these gold prices at a couple hundred tons a day that we intend to mine, because that's the smallest part of the story. The big part of the story really is the blue sky, because all of the focus in the past has been only on this very small area of the Boulder vein, or where the resource currently sits, and the 19,000 hectares that we have never been explored. And I'll show you why we're very excited about that in a minute. So if we take a look at it here, this is the town of Smithers here to the left. When we did this deal, we also acquired this property called the Big Onion, which is a big copper porphyry. And of course, Gwen just talked about base metals. This is going to be very interesting for us. We're going to figure out how to get this monetized here shortly. This is only a 20-minute drive all year round. We're not in the Golden Triangle, so we don't have to worry about the seasonality. We can work all year round. So this is 20 minutes away. If we continue on to our main project over here at the Dome Mountain, this is less than an hour, about 50 minutes, and we're at the site. If you look at the topography here in this slide here, you can see it's a forest area. This is all the clear cuts. You can see this is the road that comes right through our property that's maintained by the Forest Service companies, and we're right here. We maintain just a small road here, about 3.5 kilometers to our mine site. And these little red dots that you see, this is where the mine is and some of the veins I'm going to talk about. And here's the vast area up here. All this area never been explored, and I'll show you here why. When we flew the first airborne ever on this property, I mean, the whole property is lit up. So we're very excited about it, and we'll share with that with you in a second. Now, if we focus in on those little red dots on this slide here, this is the main portal right here that you see in the black diamond. The solid red line here is the current known resource. It's a nice starter resource, about 200,000 ounces, grading about 12 grams a ton. We've got about 200,000 ounces gold, about 1 million ounces silver. We run about a 1 to 4 gold to silver ratio on that currently. So that's exciting. But we have a clear path. Gwen talked about a little bit about exploration companies that have a clear understanding and a path and a direction. Well, we have a clear path to what we believe is 1 million ounces. And here's how. So we have the main resource here in the solid line. This to the west here, this little dotted line, this is 800 meters. Now, this here was drilled in 2016. And if you look at this slide here, this is the cross section here, you'll see there's the resource. This is the dotted line I was talking about to the left here. This is all mineralized. You can see the drill holes here. And the only reason, of course, it's not in any category is because it hasn't been drilled out. So we have a very high degree of confidence that when we drill this out, we can easily double the resource and get to 450, 500,000 ounces there. And then the Boulder vein was never drilled at depth. The deepest holes are 150, 160, 170 meters. And as you know, that these steeply dipping systems can go on for hundreds of meters. The handful of holes that were drilled that you can see here are all mineralized. And if you look at the chart to the left here, you can see it's actually high grade mineralization. And we just put a hole in, the deepest ever on this property, that we news released early in January. And that was, we went down 130 meters below the deepest hole that's ever been drilled on it. And you can see here, we hit over 3 meters at almost 16 grams of gold and a little over 70 grams silver. So again, that gives us a very high degree of confidence that as we drill this deeper, that we're going to be able to drill it, we're going to be able to double the resource again. So that gets us to a close to our million ounces that we think that we have here. But it gets a little better than that even, and that is the eastern side of the property here on this little dotted line. We just drilled that, and again we're waiting for assays. As many of you know, the labs are running quite behind, but our technical team has been very excited because we can see visually, we can see it's mineralized. So we're excited about getting those results back. And also, again, you can see, so here's the eastern end that we just drilled that I'm talked about. Look at this mag feature here. What's going on here. So we're very excited about getting in there later this year and testing our theories and proving up everything that we believe about this property to date. So that's the Boulder vein. And then but there's also 15 other high grade veins known on this property. If we go to the north here, this is free gold. This is about 1.5 kilometers away, and it's very exciting indeed. This is an old map that we found. This is 300 meters from the top to the bottom. I mean, look at these grades here. This is an ounce over 60. These are all in ounces. An ounce over 62.5 feet, 1.2 over 112 feet. Here's 3.25 over 95 feet. It just goes on and on. I mean, it's just spectacular. And it got more interesting. Here's our airborne. It got more interesting because the airborne so far that we've analyzed has identified at least 5 new targets. And you can see them here labeled. This number 5 is the free gold that we just talked about, and the boulders down here. And if we zoom in on this, and you can see here, there's the vein in the middle. And look at this, a classic porphyry signature. What's that all about? That's a company game changer right there, right? So we're excited about going in there and testing our theories there. And then also the soils samples that we released just south of this area here showed us a tremendous area of interest that we're going to be focusing on. So that's an example of just one of the veins. You can see here a higher level of the mag. Here again, here's the road that comes through our property. Here's free gold. Here's the boulder. You can see that when we flew this, the anomaly butted up right against our claim block, and of course immediately we staked all of this that night. And of course, thank God we did, because you can see here the following week we got the EM back, and look what's going on here, right? So we're very excited about what's happening here and down here to the south of the Boulder vein. So tremendous exploration opportunity that we see on this property here so far. And here's an example. This has all been news released. You can see it. You can take your time and visit our website and take a look. These are the soil lines that we ran. Of course, we never got to the main area. So basically, we're going to be very, very busy coming up here. The exploration program, we have a 20,000 meter drilling program that we kicked off about a month and a half ago, and that'll be going on throughout the summer. Here's an example of some of the grades. You can see again very high grade. Here's one 107 grams over a meter, nearly 1.5 meters, 34 and a half over 1.5 meters, and et cetera, et cetera. So again, this is a high grade property that which really makes my job a lot easier, I believe. Here's a few pictures of the mine site. Again, very developed. Here, nearly 1,000 meters of tunneling that's already in place. It's just spectacular what's going on over there. And real quick, what else adds value to our company? We have the Big Onion copper porphyry that I talked about. It already has a historical resource. It's a very interesting a property. It's drill ready. It has about 400 holes already in it, and multi-million-dollar spent on it. And we're going to figure out how to get that monetized, either JV it or sell it, and stay focused on our gold property. And then lastly, we have this other property called the Palair project. The reason I like this is that this is a 10 high-grade veins on this. This is a couple hours away from Williams Lake. And what I like the best about this property is the low-hanging fruit. There's the veins. You can drive right up to the property. You can see the road here. There's 10 high-grade veins. What I like best about this is, though, this pile of, which looks like nothing. This is at 25,000 tons of mineralized material, and we need no permits to truck that out. So it's our intention to get that monetized and get that into the later this summer. So that all adds to the treasury. We currently have $5 million in treasury. We have no debt, so we're in good shape there. We have about 6,000 tons of ore that's currently sitting at the mine site that we just got permission to take out. We'll be trucking that out sometime in mid-April and get that to Nikola to process. So we'll be reloading the treasury a little bit with that. So we're in good shape. So that's predominantly the Blue Lagoon story. And maybe with that, respecting the time, perhaps we have a short 2-minute video. Perhaps we can play that now and give the audience a little feel for what the property actually looks like. I hope everybody enjoyed that. And just to summarize and to wrap up, key takeaways. We're truly a near-term opportunity where we believe that we'll have this done sometime late summer, early fall, and make a production decision. We only have 70 million shares out, so we're currently trading at like a $35 million market cap. So we believe we're very undervalued. In fact, I just added a 1 million share position to my own personal position. I have about almost 4 million shares now, and about nearly 5% of the company. And we're fully financed. We have $5 million in treasury. We have no debt, and we have a tremendous amount of blue sky, I believe. So I hope you agree. And if you do, put it on your watch list, BLLG. Thank you for the opportunity.